welcome back to my channel. My name is Ailín and today I'm going to be reading the Shepherd King Duology. This is a non-spoiler reading blog, so if you haven't read these, it's going to be okay. I'm not going to spoil anything for you. You're just going to get my reactions and my thoughts. So if you're interested, keep on watching. Let's go. Hi guys, this is the first update of this video. I'm here to say that I'm having so much fun and I'm enjoying this so much. This is exactly what I needed. This is reviving my love for fantasy. I'm at a point where I can tell you what's going on. I'm on page 140, chapter 13. There are these cool cards at the beginning of every chapter that show you the cards that are a part of the story and the magic of this world. So basically we have our main character, Elspeth. She got a fever when she was 9 years old. When you catch this fever, you basically get magical powers, and the kingdom in this world doesn't let that happen. They see this as an infection, as you are sick, so they kill the people that catch the fever. Our main character got the fever 11 years ago. She's currently 20, and with the help of her family she was able to hide that she got this fever. What no one knows is the fact that she actually got magic powers. She hid this fact from everyone in the family, so no one really knows except for her. Now I'm not going to tell you what her magic does because I found it so clever and interesting, and it was so cool to find that out while reading the book. The only thing I'm going to tell you is that from the beginning of the story we know that she has this thing that she calls the nightmare inside her mind. So basically she has a voice in her head that she talks to, and the nightmare talks back. The nightmare can also give her powers. The nightmare can give her physical powers where she can run faster. It's so clever when you know her actual power. It's so cool. I'm not going to tell you. I don't know if it says it in the back. I want you to find that out if you're going to read this duology, which please read it. That's a part of the story. On the other hand, there's also magic with cards. The cards can be used by anyone who has it. Basically you tap the card 3 times and you have the power that the card holds, and then you can tap 3 times again and then you can turn off the power. These cards are legal to use. The people who have magic within their system have to be, but the people who have the cards are okay to go, I guess. 12 cards form a deck. We are told in the beginning of the story and multiple times throughout that if you get the whole 12 cards, you can get rid of this mist, because there's also a magical mist surrounding this whole kingdom and this whole town that drives people crazy basically if they go through it. There's a lot going on, but it's so good. Like, it's just so rich. I love it. Anyway, if you get the whole card, you can do something to get rid of the mist, and you can also find a cure for the people that are infected, that have caught the fever and that have magical powers in them. Part of the royal family is basically committing treason and trying to find the deck of cards to save someone else in the family. So Elspeth finds herself entangled with this part of the royal family, and they ask for her help because they find out that a part of her power is that she can see cards basically. She can see them glowing through the clothes, through furniture. She can see the glow of the cards. So they still need 3 more cards to complete the deck, and they ask for her help. There's a lot going on. There's magical cards, there's the mist going on, there's also the infection and the different powers that they can get. Also, if you use the cards for a very long time, you pay a price. Everything in this world takes something from you if you use the magic. The magic system and the world is just so interesting, so rich. It has so much going on, and I'm in love. I'm also in love with Rachel Gillig's writing and the romance. Nothing has happened, but everything has happened. I'm so happy that this is how I'm feeling about this book. Yay! Guys, I have a pretty big update. As you saw, I have already started Two Twisted Crowns, and that means that I have finished One Dark Window, and I haven't even updated you since the last time you saw me. My explanation is I have been going through something physically, something with my eye. I don't even want to talk about it. I already have an appointment in a week, so we'll see what's happening. It's not my eye, I'm sorry, it's my eyelid. I feel like I would have read the book faster. I'm kind of nervous. I shouldn't be. It's probably nothing. Going to the doctor kind of stresses me out. So yeah, sorry, I went on a tangent, but I just need to tell you that. I need to tell you something. I'm not shipping Elspeth with Ravine. To me, Elspeth has more chemistry with the cousin Elm. That's not a spoiler. Those are just the vibes that I'm feeling. I think Elspeth and Ravine is forced, and it's what you would expect. It's the path that we're supposed to take. But I feel like it would be great if the path changes and Elm ends up being the love interest, because I see more banter, I see more chemistry. Maybe that's just me. I don't know. I just needed to add my opinion on that. But yeah, this book was amazing. I feel like I already said everything I needed to say. The magic system is incredible with the cards. I feel like it's so clever. I've never seen anything like it in any other books. The romance was just perfect, even though I do feel like I would have loved Elm to be the love interest. That's just me, but I still loved Ravine. So this one was a 5. This book is perfect, and I've heard that Two Twisted Crowns is even better. So I have started Two Twisted Crowns, and we have multiple POVs. I'm going to continue reading this book and enjoying my reading. Yeah, I'm so back into my fantasy era. I feel like this has made me love romantasy again, because I obviously love romantasy, but yeah, it got to a point where I wasn't enjoying any romantasy. I feel like this is... I'm sorry if that made no sense at all. Like, I'm really sorry. I'm just going through it, but I'll be here reading. What do you mean chapter 2, Elm? Are you saying we get Elm's POV? This is crazy. Elm fits so much better with the character. Can't say. But just know there's a greater couple. That's crazy. It's like raining and stormy outside. I don't know if you can hear, but it's like 1 p.m. and it's dark. There's no light. Like, what's going on? This is like perfect weather to read Two Twisted Crowns. Before I continue reading, I wanted to do like a little update. I'm not enjoying this book as much as I enjoyed the first one, which is a bummer because I heard from people that this one is better. It's not to me, that's okay. Oh, I remembered. Oh my god. weather is crazy. Mother Nature is crazy. Yeah, I don't know if it's because I took a break. There were a couple of days where I didn't read because I was not feeling okay. So I don't know if it was that, like I lost momentum kind of thing, or it's actually not as enjoyable to me as the first one. I'm just a little bit bored. I don't know, but that's my update. Thank you. Hi guys, it's the morning. I look like I just woke up. I didn't. I woke up like an hour ago. I'm reading, you know what I'm reading. I'm on page 136, chapter 20. We're following 3 POVs, Elm and Rabin, and then we get some chapters in Elspeth's POV. Those chapters are very short for a reason that I'm not going to tell you. We have 2 different storylines that we're following, and not going to lie, one of them is more interesting than the other. When I get invested in one of the storylines, we jump to the next chapter and we're following the other character. I don't know, I feel like there's a lot of feeling. Rabin's POV is not my favorite. He's on his journey to look for the last card. In the first book, we were looking for multiple cards. We have only one left to find. And then we have Elm's POV, and he's helping, I forgot her name, Ione. Ione. I don't know how to say her name, but Ione. He's helping her find something that she lost. I like that storyline better, and I feel like Rabin looking for the last card should be more interesting, but the way it's written, it's just a lot of nothing is happening yet. But I'm going to keep reading. I just wanted to give that update. So yeah, that's my update. Guys, I just finished. Let me share my thoughts on Two Twisted Crowns. Honestly, I was so wrong. I enjoyed this book just as much as I enjoyed the first one. My thoughts changed. I think maybe it was because I was going through that medical thing. By the way, I went to the doctor. You guys, it's stress, which makes sense. I don't know if I ended up telling you what was going on. I don't think I did in detail. My eyelid was twitching very badly. I wanted to mention that everything is fine, but I was very nervous and it was very uncomfortable to read in that situation. It didn't hurt, but it was very annoying. So I think that affected my reading at first. I didn't really have the time to focus and kind of immerse myself in the reading experience, and that ruined the first 100 pages for me. Oh my god, when I locked in, first of all, Elm is my favorite. The way humor was used, it wasn't really humor, but let's say the Nightmare has an incredible personality, and the banter between the Nightmare and honestly everyone else, he was just like grumpy and sarcastic and perfect. It added humor to the story, a story that's very dark. The ambience, the mist, I already talked about. It gives the story coziness, but also it's very eerie and dark. I will say that I think this is honestly Rachel Gillig doing her magic, but every time a chapter would get interesting, she would jump to another POV, and I was like, girl, please stop it. The cliffhangers between chapters were crazy. Like, you cannot be doing this to me. The ending wasn't really, it wasn't abrupt, but it wasn't a dragged on ending. It was just perfect. This duology was perfect. You guys, you have to read both of these books. The magic system is so clever. I already talked about the magic system. The way it all ended was beautiful, and honestly it left me feeling very happy, very complete. It was so satisfying. These are both 5 stars. I gave Wonder Window 5 stars and Two Twisted Crowns 5 stars. Also, I have to add, I loved that Ravine, a really big distinct thing of his appearance wise, like physically, was his nose. His nose was described as a beak, a bird's beak, very big nose, very prominent. I don't know, I feel like people always describe characters with a small tiny nose, which those are very cute, but also let's give it up for big noses. I loved that the features were different. Tell me a book where the character has a big nose. Yeah, this duology is going down in history. Oh, the throne room scene. I'm telling you, Elm in this book, if you know, you know. Now that I mentioned that, I have to say that the spice, there is spice, but it's not written very explicitly, if you will. Like, it's not Divine Rivals spice. Divine Rivals had very poetic, very metaphorical spice. I don't know how else to explain it. This was more on the nose. You knew what was happening, but it wasn't explicit in the sense of it wasn't explicit. It was very surface level spice, but there is spice. I think like one little scene for each book. I just love these. I love these, and I love the story. So clever and smart and creative, and I need to read The Night on the Moth now. I've heard amazing things about The Night on the Moth as well, and that's a duology as well, and I love duologies. What do you mean I read 2 books and I got the perfect, most satisfying ending to a story that was so big? Like, these are perfect for fall. They are dark, but they are also very cozy. Yeah, that was the video. I really enjoyed reading this duology with you guys. I hope you liked the video. Please like the video if you liked. Subscribe to the channel, and I have all my social media down below. Thank you for watching. Now, Throne of Glass next. Bye guys.